It's going down tonight. Tonight it goes down. Oh, oh. You know, hey, we don't know how we're talking about Super 8? Yeah. They have like that Vox box in there, right?
Nah.
Isn't that where we're using that one sound? Mike D, he was like, it might have been another plugin. I don't remember. But, hey,
Oh, you're talking about the vocoder.
Yeah, isn't that?
Yeah.
Is that in there?
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think a vocoder. It might. I don't think it is. Or at least I haven't used it.
It's the Op6, no?
Oh, that's what it was.
Oh, we can't say that. That's the one. You use that?
Isn't that Native Instruments too?
No, that's a Korg.
Oh yeah.
If you're watching this, Korg's on sale right now. Get the bundle, $200.
Oh, I need the other one. I need to buy OP6.
Upgrade.
Cause that's separate, right? You have to buy that separately.
The Op6, yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, it's Op6. Huh? I keep saying OP6.
That's because you're an op, bro.
I know, yeah. Hey, Prime.
Oppenheimer.
Prime. This week's episode. Come fuck with me. If you had to fight a producer, who would you fight? I'm gonna go first. I'm fucking the shit out of Hunger Force Beats. That would get dropped instantly.
What episode is this?
56.
If you're listening to this, FBI, it's him, you know what I mean? Come on, bro.
Nah, I ain't dropping you, dog. Come on.
Episode.
All right, man. Episode 56. We had a long intro right there.
Yeah, it was.
But, you know, we had to have a long intro to build up for the guest we got on today.
Come on, bro.
His name is For
the Three.
Three.
Have we talked about your tag before?
Yeah, we did. Last time.
Oh yeah, that's right.
You can't find out where it's from.
Oh yeah.
It's still not a sample. Still me just saying it. I tried to get the sample. Tried to get it like to sound like Marv Albert, like the old school Marv Albert.
Gotcha.
He used to and like when he got really old, he would be like 4 the 3 and or 4-3, and it'd still be a 2 because he just wanted to say it. It's just like iconic.
Yeah. It's like that dude just bang, you know?
Yeah.
That shit's fire, dude. I fuck with that shit.
Hey man, we're back today with another episode of the Two Beats on the Pod. Obviously, you got Hunger Force Beats. You got Mr. For the Three, Cutthroat, legend, icon. Are you modeling right now for Cutthroat? They got you on the new cover.
Nah, not at
Is
all.
this from the No, it's not from the previous drop, right? This is like
it's a couple drops before.
Oh, okay, yeah. Did you get anything from the new one?
Nah, it's going quick now. It's going real quick.
Yeah, I got the hat and shit. The Cutthroat was like the Cardinals hat and shit. But I looked on it the other day and it was like, oh yeah, this shit's gonna ship out by the 31st. Like the 31st? Like what? I bought that shit 3 weeks ago.
It's gonna come by Christmas, huh?
Fats, come on, brother, get it together, baby.
Hey, well, we got 4 the 3 on. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we had TJ on. We're kind of having a little repeat of guest on, but we kind of want to catch up with everyone because it's, the new year anniversary for us. We're trying to get everyone back on. And Forrest, since the last time you were on, give us some updates, man. What's been going on?
Just still been cooking. And I had a chance to be on Jimmy's previous project.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Had like 2 or 3 on there, I think. Versi, who we shouted out before.
Oh yeah, shout out Versi.
Bro's
crazy as hell.
Still just been trying to cook and build up the sound and make it even better.
Yeah. Last time we saw you, were at the Jimmy show.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was a good time, huh?
Yeah.
I remember we pulled up VIP and I was like, I know that dude. And I was like, how did he get here? I think I left with Benko to get like a drink or something. I came back and I seen you and Trunks kicking and shit. I'm like, oh, when did Ford get here? But apparently, like, you were there for a little minute before that.
Yeah. We didn't even know you were gonna be there because you didn't text us. Remember? We just showed up and you were there.
No. Trunks texted you and you just ghosted him and shit.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah. He big shotted me and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't remember that part. I just be pulling up. Staying out the way.
Yeah. No, that was good though, cause I remember. We went downstairs and then I think we saw Westside JC.
Yeah.
E1.
Shout out E1. Shout out
And then we saw Jimmy, and then Hunger Force left. He didn't fuck with me. And no, I think we got into it, right? Cause I think I said something about like you had a weak ass shirt on.
Yeah.
And then I was like, bro, like I drove you here, but I ain't gonna drive you back. Like this shit's done. Like 2 pieces is over. Like I don't fuck with you. Like exactly. we almost fought. Like we almost started throwing hands.
Yeah.
And Hunger Force said, bro, like if you don't back the fuck away right now, like I'm gonna punch you in the fucking face, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, Jimmy, handle this dude. Like I can't, I don't even want to.
Jimmy handle.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
dude.
because I don't do that shit. I only
Yeah.
handle men that I can see eye to eye,
Oh,
And I was like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with this dude. Like straight up, like that was serious, bro. Like I really like. Don't even bring that shit up again, because I might actually turn on you again. Like I bring back memories right now. And then Thr33 was there, and I was like, bro, like please, like I just can't handle this dude right now. Like handle this dude. And then what happened? He went upstairs, right? Because he got afraid when Thr33 started walking up, and he's like, bro, you better back the fuck up, homie.
It's so crazy. Like once we turn the camera on, how tough like Trunks gets and shit. You know what I'm saying? When you turn this shit off, he was telling us about his come up story, high school, AP
Straight
calculus,
A's, AP calculus.
Yeah.
Turn the camera on, all of a sudden he's in fucking.
I'm a thug. When
Yeah.
the plain white tee comes on.
Yeah, he was in Pelican Bay. He did a little stretch, you know.
I went to Centennial High School.
Centennial.
Shout out Centennial.
Shout out
Centennial. Shout out Centennial.
How come all the Centennials are hood, bro? Hey, drop in the comments if you got a Centennial in your neighborhood or in your city, and let us know if it's hood or not. All the ones
Anyways,
over here
yeah,
are.
the 4-3 show or the Jimmy Waters show was cool. Are you gonna go to the new one?
I got a family event, but yeah, I got a family event, so I can't pull up to that one. But
Okay. Well, we'll be there for you.
Yeah.
You know, and
Well,
we'll,
I'm mad I missed that one because he was on live last time. I think it was like yesterday. He was like he already got like 300.
yeah,
So it's gonna be
it's gonna be super
yeah.
packed.
Oh, yeah.
I really how many people do you think went last time? Because we in Hunger Force were trying to talk about it.
Ooh.
I feel like it was like what 100.
At its max, how many do you think were there?
I think it was like 100.
What did I say last time? I said 300?
Yeah, you're tripping.
Yeah, I was
It
tripping,
was
yeah.
not 300.
It was at least 100.
I want to say 80 to 100.
At least 100 for sure. I don't know. It was like we were in the middle of the crowd, so I don't know.
Yeah,
at
sure.
least 100 though for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely like 100.
Yeah.
Banco alone brought 20 or some shit. So.
Yeah.
I would say like 125, bro.
Yeah.
Probably like 125.
Dude, and it's gonna be 3 times that.
Yeah.
That's gonna be.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
We need a VIP. We need to go on this. Like, can we get like the side section this time?
I think we just go. We'll be all right. No?
I'm gonna be in the back. I ain't gonna be in the middle this time.
Oh, no. I'm going to be in the crowd, bro.
That's what I'm saying. In the back though.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
I'm gonna be tucked off in the corner,
What day is that again? August 5th?
wide open in the corner like a prostitute.
12th.
The
12th
12th?
for-
Oh,
it's
okay.
12th,
Bet,
right?
bet.
August 12th.
Is it 12?
I think so.
It's
Yeah,
12.
Yeah. Okay.
I know it's 3 weeks away, so
Yeah.
it seems 3 weeks from yesterday.
Hmm.
The show is Saturday, I think.
Okay.
And then we're probably gonna stay for the after party.
Ooh.
Remember after we left, it was like super. Did you see that the line
Yeah.
to get in for like there's like the
Yeah.
the reggaeton night or something for like I don't know what was going on, but
Yeah.
yeah. No, well, like, I think it's
Peso Pluma.
we
was
talked about
playing.
that. I'm not even talking about it again, but yeah. So what about like production wise? What's you're still doing YouTube? You sending out beats to artists? You know.
Still sending out beats. I'm definitely trying to make Glorious, or I was trying to. This thing he's already trying to get it mixed. So I don't know how that's going, but like yeah, so Glorious with Joey Fats. But I'm still sending out beats, still uploading on YouTube. Still the biggest thing is like I'm getting like the loop pack is coming. It's coming. I'm
hell
probably go send it put it up next week. I was hoping I could even play something for y'all and get some feedback, what y'all feel. But yeah, I actually did the artwork myself, so it's got like
yeah, I want to see that.
it looked like the old school NBA Jam.
Okay.
Ah,
I think I'm gonna put it on like a old Nintendo cartridge, like so. It's called Good Game, so it's like it looks like.
Dang. Is it rated E for everyone to use?
Yeah,
He said,
it's rated for P for players.
Players only.
I was about to say
Nah.
rated P. Yeah.
Nah, it's gonna have like different sounds, so it's gonna be like separated by like different quarters. So like I'm big basketball enthusiast, so like first quarter gonna be like West Coast beats, second quarter R&B, third quarter is gonna be like dark West Coast, so like a little bit more energy, and then like fourth quarter it's like soul. So I'm gonna have like 20-25 loops on there.
oh, okay. Cool,
yeah,
cool.
and probably like throwing some drum loops and maybe some MIDI. But like yeah, just want to kind of give them the whole perspective.
What's your approach like when you make a loop? Do you have like, do you decide, do you like make beats and you turn the drums off and you're like, this will make a good loop? Or you just have like a spare time, you're like, hey, you know what, today I'm making loops? How do you kind of like approach it? Or even like a loop pack for somebody listening?
So I make at least 16 bars, and then I try to put like like, so as far as the sounds, like if I'm going in for the sounds, I try to like use, like, it depends on like what I'm going for, but I try to use certain things to really get the sound that I want. And then biggest thing is I know it's ready when I got the drums on it, and I'm like nodding my head to
Yeah.
it, and I'm like, I can technically sequence this, and I can upload it or send it out, and I know this would be like something for somebody.
Gotcha.
If I can't put like drums on it, and I can't imagine the bounce that would be there, then it's like it goes to a whole different folder.
Gotcha.
So it's like it's taking some time because it's like I got like 2025, but it's like 40 that didn't make it. So yeah.
Man, just slime me the ones you didn't make it. And
I
I'm
got
with
you.
my loop kit.
That's on Reddit.
Hey, do you start with like specifically any like, are you like a bass first? Are you a pad for like chords first?
Always chords.
Always chords.
Chords.
Yeah.
I tried the bass with when you said like try bass first. You tried using bass first, and I was
With
like,
with the sub too, man.
yeah,
you know?
with the sub, it was like it definitely easily get a Larry bounce.
Yeah.
Like West Coast, like like sound like I got money in my
especially
pocket, feeling
depending
good.
the bass you got. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's easy. It's easier to do that for like that type of bounce. But when I'm trying to do like other things, I'll generally go with the chords and whatever the chords give
Yeah.
me. And then from there, then go top melody or counter melody,
Yeah.
and then it kind of gets lost, and I just keep adding until it feels right.
Yeah. Whatever you like to hear. Yeah.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and
Okay.
trying to go more like I think what you're gonna hear is like more acoustic sounds. So like there'll be definitely still synth bass and all of that, but like more acoustic sounds because native instruments with the like guitars and
Yep.
saxophone and
Yep.
all of those things definitely hit.
Yeah. Well, another question I had added on to the what you use or what you play like chords or keys first.
Mhm.
My second question leading up to that was, what is like the main plugins you're using or VSTs you're using? If you want to drop some songs. I don't know if you wanna,
I don't mind saying.
Yeah.
So I was heavy into Korg. It's moved more back to native instruments with Arturia, and that's kind of like where I'm at. There's still some things that just find the way to creep into it as far as like Korg goes. And then like when I'm just stuck on bass, like I go to Rolling Cloud. Rolling Cloud
Yeah.
always comes with the bass, and like you said before, rather than just using Xenology, using like those
The SRX things.
so like the JV, the
Yep.
SRX, the dance tracks. I was
Yep.
like I was sleeping on that for a
No,
minute.
that's just fire.
Yeah, especially for like just certain lead sounds or certain like FX.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Oh yeah.
So it's a mixture of like Roland, native instruments, some Korg. When I just can't find nothing, I go back to Purity, and like that bass
Yeah.
is always going to hit.
Yeah.
It never fails.
Yeah.
What's your favorite one in Purity?
What's
Your
it? The
Sine
Sine
bass?
Bass 3?
Yeah.
This is Sine Bass 3?
Okay.
Sin
yeah,
bass.
Sin
three.
Bass,
Yeah.
Sin
Oh,
Bass
okay,
3?
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yep.
What's your favorite, Trunks?
Mine's probably. I think it depends. Mine's either Synth Bass 3 or. I have like 4 go-tos in there, but either Synth Bass 3 because I remember there's a beat Mike D used and he used that one and I was like, man, that's mine. And now I gotta use that, but it's either Synth Bass 3 or the Sine Bass one, and I don't remember what it's called, but it's called SIN. Isn't it just Sin Bass? No, it is Sine Bass. I'm tripping. It's Sine Bass. Yeah, I think it's just Sine Bass. I think it's called Sine Bass or Dark
Gotcha.
Sine Bass. One of those two. I forgot what it's called.
I think you're right.
But it's one of those two though. That's probably my go-to like
And
on
yeah.
there.
That lead is always the just regular Sine lead, that simple Sine, I think.
Oh yeah, simple sign. Yeah.
And then if I'm making like West Coast, like R&B, like that harmonic lead for a blast type bounce,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I've heard. I heard that's the one for the blast.
That's
Is the harmonic lead on.
You gotta like change the parameters, so like change a little bit of the attack
Yeah.
for most of the leads, though. Yeah.
Damn, we just gave him a little game right there. That's
Yeah.
a deep.
I
cut.
mean,
Honestly,
that's out there. That's,
We're gonna have to cut that one out.
the harmonic one.
The harmonic's definitely out there. I got that from like just watching tutorials.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah.
Bet.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
It's known
I
that.
feel like we might have seen the same tutorial. I think I've seen that.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Bet that. Shout out, homie.
I know Hunger Force dropped a tutorial, and that's why I downloaded Hybrid.
Oh yeah.
You know what? When's the last time you guys seen a tutorial? 'Cause
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. Like, man, I used to be on like tutorials all the time, but
I
now
think-
now I just like don't watch it.
When you just learn, when you learn enough, you kind of like, you got enough skin in the game, you can kind of like, decide what you want to do. I think the last tutorial I looked, well, I'm learning bass again, so I've been watching like a lot of bass tutorials. So.
Oh, like for your guitar, bass guitar,
yeah. Because like I'm trying to figure out how to translate like a keyboard, you know what I'm saying, to the bass itself, you know what I mean? So like if I know that I'm hitting E here, like where is the next E and like how should I approach it? Should I go up an octave? Should I not go up an octave? Like how, you know what I mean? So.
But what about like producing wise? Because like we've done it, we've been making beats for a minute. Like what was the last time you saw like beat making wise tutorials? Because like
been a minute, bro.
I can't remember that. Besides like obviously Hunger Force. I can't even tell you like the last time I saw like a tutorial. It had to be like I don't even know, like 3 years ago or something.
Yeah, for a minute.
For me, I'm like always looking at tutorials. I always look at like Infinite.
Yeah.
So,
okay. That's another
like
one
the Producer Life with Big Boy Tracks.
Big Boy Tracks is also okay. You know what?
So like,
I've definitely seen them too.
So there's like they just pop up because like I'm subscribed.
Yeah,
got notifications turned on.
Yep.
It's gonna pop up. I look at different things because like the biggest thing that I was concerned about at the beginning is like if I watch this tutorial and I learn something, I'm gonna sound like that person. But my stuff never come out the way they do. So it never comes out the way. So it's just like it's a whole different type of bounce or whatever. So like. I don't have that concern anymore, and there's just like there's a couple gems that always drop, so I just kind of try to stay open to those things. Or I might find like, oh, you using that preset, I can flip that a different way.
Yeah. I think about that too. Yeah, Big Boy Tracks is actually really fucking good, especially because he makes like all the shit we make. It's kind of hard to find people that make our type of sound.
Yeah,
I guess in our realm, like you're not watching Nick Mirror to make art shit, but he might put you on like a certain VST or I don't know. I feel like if you've been watching tutorials for long enough, there's like not one VST that like you don't know of. There might be like a low key one, but like
there's a few, bro. There's definitely a few.
But I feel like there's like VSTs that like I've seen but I don't have, but like there's definitely I don't know. Like maybe one that not a lot of people know is the one you talk about, Hunger Force, Pure Slap Bass Master. What's it called? The one from the Bay. What's it called? Remember you bought it off that dude and...
Oh, Slapmaster?
Slapmaster, I think that's called. So, like, a lot of people might not know about that one because that's, like, relative... That's, like...
Oh, no. I think the one you're actually referencing is the Gospel Musicians.
Oh, yeah.
That's the shit, bro. That's the shit. Not a lot of people know
No, I was talking about Slapmaster.
The Slapmaster one?
Because that's, like, a Bay Area kind of thing. That guy who made this from the Bay.
Yeah.
And, like, I feel like it's kind of... That's like I feel like that's a low key VST a lot of people know about.
That's the $20 one.
I think so.
With all of like the sounds.
Yeah.
You got like even the Detroit bass. That's what you were saying.
No, 313. That's
313.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. But I think enough people know about that. But I'm not sure either. I don't know. But yeah, 313 is kind of a low key one. But I feel like there's not a lot of plugins where like not a lot of people know about. I'm trying to think. What's like a super low key VST?
There's a couple, and a lot of people don't talk about them.
And you're not gonna talk about it.
No. Some things are reserved. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, say one. Don't say all of them because I want to know if like you're gonna say one. I know that one.
You have to give me a second to think.
See,
I feel like the Gospel Musician ones, people sleep on that one for sure, bro. Like that's some fucking fire. It's not native instruments. It's not popular. It's a independent, like black-owned VST company. But I feel like everything in that shit is fucking fire, and people sleep on it. Like I really think it is a sleeper. And I feel like a lot of people don't mention it because of how good it actually is.
It is good.
It's definitely good.
I have the pure FM synthesizer.
That's what I'm saying. And if you get all this, like a good amount of, even if you invest like $200 into like the little packs and stuff, like dude, the packs are fire, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's so smart. Like it does things, even like the portamento and stuff. Like it is really good. And I feel like a lot of people sleep on that plugin, or don't even mention it at all. I mean, we did it on our tier list because I felt like we had to do it. Because it was fucking good, and it just like, but people would just glance over that. It's like, where do they rank purity at?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, like it just kind of like at that level type of shit.
I can't think of a slept on. I don't know. I feel like, but I've heard of gospel music a long time ago.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know if this is slept on because when y'all did the tiered list, it had me go visit Air Products again. So like,
yeah.
And I was like, I got Expand. I can't. At that time, I couldn't remember the last time I had actually opened Expand.
Yeah.
And I start using that again, and then I start looking at all of their products and like, Hype, and like Tube Synth, and then they have like a OPXA,
Yeah.
like so,
yeah.
and they have like a Mellotron. So like all of those,
Vacuum.
yeah.
Yep.
So like I feel like some of those are slept on. Like Hype has some really good sounds, and they have a, I don't know how much I should give it, but like they have like that Roy Ayers lead in there.
Oh,
I think
okay.
it's called like Bend One or something, and it's better than it's better than the one that I heard in Triton. So Triton has like a Roy Ayers type lead in there too, but it's like the one in Hype is like
the one.
it's the one.
Gotcha.
It's-
Gotcha.
Put it at a higher octave, it's gonna sound like
All right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
get you. Hell
Okay, I'm on that right now. I'm about to download that.
Just watering my plants.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, I have a question. Actually, now we're talking about watering my plants. What's your favorite Larry June song?
Ooh.
I don't know if I've ever asked you this. Or give me like your favorite 5 or something. No order if you don't want
See,
to.
when y'all did the names of the songs, I couldn't tell you the names of.
Oh, okay, that's a good one.
I couldn't.
you can't
I was
name-
singing the lyrics though, like when you was it the.
Oh, don't check me, check your temperature, or like
I was just gonna do one verse.
Yeah,
Like
This beat too clean.
yeah.
Or I was like, yeah. So that was the one I was thinking about, but like
Yeah.
I can't tell you what song that's off of. I don't.
Yeah, it's
I-
hard.
I
I know what it is now, but yeah, it's hard to know on the spot and like to know like cause we didn't know, but I texted him the other day. It was Friday Night Activities, right?
yeah.
And it was that and green juice or smoothies and or was it green juice in
Green
Dallas?
Juice in Dallas. Yeah.
It was those two,
Yeah.
but
I can tell you like projects because I like to listen to like the whole project. Like so, Early Bird is like
Yep.
yeah, that's the project to listen through all the way through. And I like artists where I can listen to the whole project. I don't really have to skip anything. I
Yeah.
might be feeling in a different mood, but I can still play this song and still relate to it.
yeah.
Yep. Yep.
So I don't. So if I'm listening to the whole project, I don't even go back to see what the song name is.
So Early Bird is probably your favorite project.
Early Bird is the one I listen to all the way through, and it just always fits my mood. It's like it got something for everything.
Yeah.
I think is it's the 24s. Is that 24s? I don't know the
24?
name of the song.
24K.
Is that the name of the song?
Yeah,
Like when you
24K,
say
yeah.
like I'm Kobe riding 24.
Yeah.
So like that's like at a higher level. Like that's more energy. But then like
Yeah.
the earlier tracks are like in a like chill mood. So it's like it's something for whatever mood you in.
That's true.
I feel like
that's a good
I feel
album.
like that's like an old Larry format. Like I feel like it was always like 5 chill player ass shits, and then it started getting like a little dark and like trappy. I think as of now it's definitely changed for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think when you go back to like all those kind of like legendary covers at this point, you know what I mean, to like us, it's just like that's exactly what the project is. It's like the first 5 are for the P's, the second 5 are fucking for the G's, bro. You know?
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah. It's always the trap shit at the end.
So what is your top 5 Larry songs?
What's your
You
top
still
five?
didn't answer the question.
Since you couldn't name one, give
Yeah,
us
yeah.
5, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That wouldn't even be able to name.
Oh, because you can't name the song.
I
you're
can't
saying.
name the
Yeah,
song.
Okay,
The
okay,
song.
I see what you're
Can't
saying.
name the songs.
Okay.
I just as far as projects, the one I listen to the most is
Okay.
just
What's
Early
your,
Bird.
What's sing the lyrics to your favorite song on Early Bird?
And sing. I just sang it. So like the
Kobe.
24s.
Oh, the
Yeah.
sorry, okay, the Kobe one.
Riding.
Okay.
I'm what's it? Rolling.
Yeah.
Big homie. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not a rapper.
Okay.
Stay in my
yeah.
lane. Stay in my lane.
Okay, yeah. Cause I was like, some guy at Costco saw my shirt. I was wearing a Larry June shirt, and he asked me, he's like, oh, you like Larry? And I was like, yeah, I've been fucking Larry since like 2018. And he's like, okay, like, yeah, I like Larry June.
He was like, that's it.
I went. No. He said he barely heard about him like 2 years ago, and he's like, I went to the show in Santa Ana,
Okay.
and I was like, oh, like, what's your favorite Larry June song? And he told me, it was all Spaceships on the Blade. It was his second. He said his second favorite song was, or his first favorite song was "I'll Make Time." That's what he said. And in my head, I'm like, it's kind of a weak ass song to like. I mean, I like that song, but it's like a weak song to be your favorite. I don't know.
Yeah.
And then his second song was the one with Sid, For the Night,
Oh, yeah,
or
yeah.
Tonight,
yeah.
or
Yeah.
one of those two.
These
And I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay, I know what type of fan you are. I like you're gonna name that type of. I don't know. I feel like.
He got different vibes.
Yeah, I guess. But it's like,
You can like the one with Dej Loaf too, and it's just a different vibe.
yeah, that's a banger though.
Yeah.
That's
It
a-
is. Yeah, that's
that's a banger.
yeah, that's it. That is.
That's a
banger.
fucking banger, yeah. But I was like, damn, like,
you know a reason why you like him, and it's just
yeah.
different.
I think that's what it is. It's because like I fuck with like 2018, 2019, like that was the shit right there.
Yeah.
You know, like that was really fucking good. Very peaceful, early bird. Like those were fucking Port of San Francisco. Like Dear John, like bro, like there's just like always want more. Let's get smoothies. Like it's just like so many bangers. And then like, don't get me wrong, I like those songs too, right? Like the Spaceship on the Blade songs. Obviously, Still Boom is on there, but
Come on, man.
like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. I'm not gonna come off as a hater, but like, I was kind of hating on like on like the songs he liked. But I don't know. I still like it's so cool like that. Larry is big enough to where like people recognize their shirt now and like come up to me and say like, whoa, like what, you know? And then I was kind of like, you know, shout out my guy, you know, shout out Jonathan.
What's up, Jonathan?
Yeah, it's definitely conversation starters. Wardis went to get a smoothie, and the person saw the shirt and they're like, oh, yeah. I was like, so it's like, you know, it's conversation starter.
Yeah,
so
that's true. Yeah,
it's conversation.
and at the Jimmy Waters show, some dude asked me the same thing. He saw my shirt. I was wearing a Larry shirt.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, bro, I just got that shirt too. I just got it in the mail, bro. He's like, man, that shit took a minute to get here, huh? And I was like, yeah. It took me it took a month or some shit to get my shirt, but. And then he's like, yeah, man, I fuck with Larry, bro. It was definitely lit, but he just kept saying, I fuck with Larry, bro. And I was like, yeah, bro, I fuck with Larry. And I had the Lakai Larrys on, and he's like, damn, bro, you got the Lakais on too. And it's just crazy, like I don't know, like people really like he's so like big, popular now that like people are listening to him. And someone else at the gym was like, one of my homies was like, bro, like I heard Larry June at my barbershop, like his shit's actually fire, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, he's fucking sick.
Yeah.
You know, it's just I don't know. And I feel like I get into people's music at a good time.
Yep. Yeah.
Like I fuck with like I remember like Suicide Boys were like not that popular when I listened to them. They were only on SoundCloud. Like they weren't even on DistroKid and shit like at the time. It was just SoundCloud. And now everyone's like fucking like Suicide Boys like made a comeback. They're on fucking Fast X.
Oh wow.
Isn't that fucking wild?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they went from SoundCloud to Fast X.
Yeah.
Like just the growth, selling out shows. They just did a Nardwar episode recently. Like
oh wow.
yeah.
It's
You know you
just
made
the
a
levels
league of
is crazy, dude. Like, and I feel like I got it. There's a lot of artists like that where I got in at the right time. Like Post Malone, I heard about him before White Iverson came out. How? Because I had this app on my phone where like you could download music. Back like before like so you could download it while listening to offline.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have Spotify. I wasn't paying for like before I had a credit card, like I said, where I was buying my own shit. And I had like this app you could download, and it was like supposedly you could download free music or like download music on your phone, so you don't have to listen to it offline, like without Wi-Fi. When I was at the gym and shit like that, and I remember like, it would tell you like, I don't know, just like recommend music or shit like that. Like just have random music on this app. I can't remember the name of the app, but it would always have like a charts playlist kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then I remember seeing like Post Malone song come up, and then I was like, "Who is this guy?" He was like kind of singing in one of his songs. I was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And he was rapping. And it was like some white dude. I saw a picture of him with like fucking his hair, and I was like, "Who is this dude?" And then like seeing that, I don't know, it's just crazy. But I don't really like Post Malone, but you know whatever. But I just remember listening to these people, and then Travis Scott too, and then I was like, "Damn, like it's crazy." I listened to them, but like I don't really like their music. But I was just like a Suicide Boys fan. Anyways, enough about me, man. We're interviewing. I got Thr33 on. We're talking about shit I was listening to.
No, it's different when you grow with the artist. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
But I didn't really grow with Larry June though, because he was 2013 when his first like album came out.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was
And
that
it's like,
trap Larry.
I wasn't listening to Larry at 2013. I was
Yeah.
fucking 14 years old. I was listening to like EDM music or something.
Yeah. Let's see. I got a couple questions for you, bro.
Yeah.
First one. How do you take a break, dude? What's like a break for 4? How you decide, you know what, I need a break? What do you do?
As far as music, I have set times that I work, and I don't really like if I'm producing. Just like it's like I know it's not it. I just kind of keep going. Back to
You
Larry.
just close it out and
I keep going like with the. I be like, okay, this ain't it. I'll try a new one. I'll try a new project, but I just kind of keep going. I'll be like, and I've spent times where it's like, I only had an hour, but I'm on now doing like the second hour because I got to produce something.
Gotcha.
Like I wish it was like riding a bike, but like I feel like if I don't do it consistently and I don't produce something each day, then I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
So like I have set times. I do it like 15 minutes here, 15 minutes here. If I gotta extend to create something that day, then I do so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just like a schedule kind of base.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a question for both of you. This might be a little bit complicated, but I want you to both really think about it for a second.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? All right. You got 5 drum sounds to make a beat. Okay.
Drum sounds.
Drum sounds to make the beat. The lead is, the melody's already going. You got all, it's a loop. Everything sounds crazy.
Okay, I get what you mean. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's already ready to go. You
Like I got a bass and everything.
You've got a bass and everything. It's all drum sounds.
Okay,
Which 5
okay.
drum sounds? And if we can get the name of the drum sounds, would be preferable as well. Like for example, if I had to make the 5 sounds, like I'm gonna take Lex Luger hat number 2.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
You know, what I'm
I get
saying?
it.
If we could use 5 sounds, it doesn't have to be. You know what I mean? You can get in depth, but what 5 sounds are you taking?
You go ahead. You want me to go first or you 4?
Go ahead.
All right, my hi-hat, I'm going to pick Helix hi-hat 4.
Helix hi-hat? See, I knew it, bro.
Helix hi-hat 4,
Yep.
and then Helix kick 4.
Helix kick 4.
Yep.
Okay.
That's like my OG combo from like my old 2016 drum kits back.
Stand true.
Yeah.
Okay.
Those 2 for sure. I have 5 sounds.
5 sounds.
Okay, so I got the Helix kick and the hi-hat 4.
Yep.
Boom.
3 left.
My 808 spins. I need the spins. I need the spins 808.
Bro, we're down to 2 sounds.
I need the spins 808. I need the Cardo snare
Cardo snare.
and the Cardo cowbell.
Just the Cardo
And
cowbell.
that's it.
The classic like TR8.
The TR808 cowbell.
Or like the old school.
Nah,
like,
well, can I put a reverb and shit on it?
yeah, you can put
Yeah,
reverb
so
on.
then there's a regular 808 cowbell.
Just the 808 count. Okay, say less.
So the 5 or
Hi-hat kick, 808,
No.
Cardo snare, and the cowbell.
Cowbell.
Okay.
Just so I could piss people off. Because people think that Cardo's the one that uses it.
You said Helix?
Yeah, it's like
Helix.
some old drum kit
Yeah.
my homie gave me like when I first started.
Okay.
4.
Hunger Force, you want to answer this first?
Hey, I can go if you want.
Go ahead.
Lex Luger hi-hat number
Dang.
2. I'm gonna go there's the open hat in Mike D's kit. What is it? The D08.
Oh, D Rich?
D Rich open hat. TR808 rim 1.
Okay.
I
I thought about that too.
I'm gonna go for my kit. Kick number. It's either 3 or 4. I'm gonna go 3. I feel like 3. I can drive a little bit more.
HF kick 3?
HF kick 3, and then snare. Man, snare. There's a snare in Mike Zara's kit. It's called the Metro snare. That's a snare.
Okay.
I'll take those 5
All right.
for sure.
Ooh. Okay.
4 to 3. What we got?
We can have alternates. I don't know. I'm not even sure. So like, I know I use Decap Chirp Direct Kick.
Okay, so
I want to say it.
Okay.
That's it's off the Volume 9.
Okay, so we got the
So-
kick.
Or like again, if we doing alternates,
Okay.
like there's a Benny X kick. It's like it just works with everything.
Okay.
It's like I want to say it's kick 9.
Okay.
That always works with everything. All right, if we being absolutely honest, I consistently use your hi-hat, that wide hi-hat.
Oh, the wide one.
Yeah, I
that's
use.
cool.
I don't know if that's
For me,
like
not-
you,
yeah,
you, or like you got it from.
That's
yeah.
one of my favorite ones too. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
so-
almost considered that one too, but I don't. It's a different kind of hi hat.
Yeah.
sure.
So like I just like adds like a better bounce, but I'll go into like exclusive. And if we're doing alternates, like I might layer that with like some hi hat that I've gotten from like an exclusive kit, like the exclusive mega kit.
Yeah.
Dang.
You're at 2 right now.
All right. Producer Grind has like a 808 that I use consistently.
Mm.
It's like some type of version of the spins.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And I just kind of spam that one.
You got 2 more.
2 more.
2 more. Just give me a basic rim from like Cardo kit.
Okay,
Okay.
so a rim
Like,
too.
yeah.
You want the rim too? Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going with it's a general open hi-hat. Just a general open hi-hat. I could tweak it however I want to make it
Okay.
work. Yeah.
Okay, we all pretty much got the same thing. I think I did. You guys both had an open hi-hat, and you guys both had a rim.
Yep.
And I didn't have an open hi-hat. I think I had a kick, 808, snare, hi-hat, and a cowbell.
I think it's interesting that we all went to the snare, not to the clap, not to the rim.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think back in the day I would have said clap,
Back in the day, I would have said clap too.
and then now I've been
Clap
on the
three, yeah.
on the snare shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like snare, you're just gonna be able to carry more. I don't know, but I was like, let me see, like 5 drum sounds.
Yeah.
What can you do? Because like even if you listen to beats nowadays and shit, like it's not complicated. It's not like a lot of sounds. So
Yeah.
what's the 5 that you would pick, especially for the names and shit too, for like people that are watching and listening?
Can I throw in a follow-up question about
Yeah,
that?
sure.
So, like, what do you feel like you changed the most then? So, like, is it that snare, rim, clap that you changed the most over time? Or do you feel like is there something else that you kind of changed the most? Like, as far as, like, switching those sounds out that you normally would go to?
I'll go first. I feel like open hat is something that I did not have back in the day, and I feel like I used open hat extremely more than I did back in the day. I feel like I would use it on the one, maybe that was it. Nowadays, I
Yeah.
use it so much more than I would, because like being like a natural drummer and shit. Like you think about like hi hats and you open it and shit like that. Like that's how I used to think about it, but now it's just like, man, I use the open hi hat so much more than I used to back in the day.
On the kick, like
Yeah.
after, like almost like I use that as a perk one. Like just you could change the time and use it as a perk.
Yeah.
I was gonna say mine would probably be hi-hat or snare. I think I would change it a lot.
Yeah.
It's always like, do I want like a high pitched snare, a quick snare, a high pitched hi hat, or like a fat hi hat, or like a like a chunky, you could tell, like, or like a real thin, like real quick. I don't know how to explain it, but like, you know what I'm talking about, like thin, crunchy, fat, like hi hat.
Flint snare.
Yeah, and like the pitch too, like it's all that. I'd say probably snare or hi hat for sure. And that's one I probably change out the most. The 808's always the spins. I mean, you can't go wrong with the spins 808.
No.
You know.
Just to ask about like the spins 808 or just like the 808. When do you feel like you normally do like longer 808s or shorter 808s?
Shorter 808s.
Shorter 808s for sure.
But back in the day, it was definitely long 808s.
Yeah.
They used to do all the fucking slides and shit.
Yeah.
And all that. Yeah.
Have you tried any slides?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I made a few. A lot of like when I first started, I did a lot of slides. I used to think that shit was so sick. And then Suicide Boys used a lot of slides. So when I was making those kind of beats, I was using slides a lot. And that's why, because especially Suicide Boys, they would do like the 808 and they would just let it ring out for a while.
Yeah.
And then, do like the slides. But that was like the shit I liked a lot.
What about 808 rolls in like West Coast music?
I've used some 808 rolls, but not like crazy like that. No. I would say it's really rare.
I feel like rolls even in West Coast music is a little bit different. I feel like if it's not snare and if it's not hi hat.
Well, the clap is like the clap rolls like
the clap for sure.
Yeah.
But that's like new West Coast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess it's true.
For sure. That's like street West Coast. I guess that's the better term. Ladiana.
Yeah. Okay, that was good. I like that question. That was a good question.
All right. Yeah. Hell yeah.
You got another one?
What did you change? We didn't ask you.
What's
different from the start?
I'm always changing a snare. Like I don't have a go-to snare or a clap. I don't even know if I said a snare or clap, honestly. Like, cause I change them so frequently. Like as far as like what the style of the beat is, or the feeling. Cause I feel like, forget who said it. It was somebody really famous talk about like, hey, that's also ultimately what's gonna time or like age. Like that's how you can find the age of a beat or age of the music. Like based off of what snare, rim, clap, whatever they used. Like that Kanye kind of sound clap is certain time.
The Battle Cat clap.
Yeah, Battle Cat.
Oh,
but
He said that. He said that interview. He said an interview of like they interviewed him like, how'd you get that? What's that clap?
Yeah.
And he said it's literally just him clapping.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's what he said. Who said that? Was it it was a podcast that interviewed him and like that battle clap cat. Like where's that from? He's like, well, shit, like we would record and he would just clap his hands. Like that's how I liked it.
Yeah.
And then we just do that.
Good.
And I think he layered that with an actual clap though, like a clap from a
okay,
kid, and then he would layer probably with like actual clap, like in the studio booth.
You think
recording.
it was a layer that did it, or you think it was like the offset of like the natural clap?
I think it's the both. I think it's a layer. Yeah, I think that's what it was. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like using your favorite clap and then recording a clap, and then it's like the natural like timing of a clap, or it's not like super quantized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like that, like off a little bit, but yeah.
That's true. I do have another clap that is kind of like obscure. It's kind of like it's very stereo. It's like a very stereo kind of clap, and sometimes I layer it just to add a little crispiness and shit like that.
That G-Funk clap?
Yeah. No, a different one.
No, I'm
The
saying, but
G-Funk
that G-Funk clap is fire.
yeah,
That's what I'm
that's
saying,
just him, bro. Come on, man.
yeah. Were you about to ask a question though, right? For?
Oh no, I was gonna ask for a question.
Oh, okay.
Speaking of like snares and stuff like that, like developing your sound and everything, like what is like a signature sound for like when I hear a 4-3 type of beat, like what is like at this point, what is something that you do that is like really significant to like your production at this point that you think?
Just very wide leads.
Wide leads?
So like large West Coast leads, like coming in immediately. That's kind of like I'll make the beat, and there'll be like a lead. I might even play a lead as a counter melody, or have a lead as a counter melody, and I'll be like, nah, it's not large enough. It don't sound endemic enough. Like I need when it to come on to sound like, I ain't nothing like you rap. Like I need it to sound like that. So I'll make a more wide lead, and I use a lot of Well, shout out to Dom Bailey. He was saying on live just one day, like I use Flangus, so I started using Flangus a lot, and then I use like Portal, a couple presets in Portal to kind of get it like really wide, but also shout out to Trunks telling me like just volume level. So like it's sitting low in the mix, but it still sounds really wide. So I think that's something I always put in my tracks, but. Honestly, I'm still developing a full sound because I feel like I got different sounds.
So like chorus and modulation is like a big thing. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're not really going for like stereo separation. It's more of like a modulation, flanger, chorus type of thing.
Yeah, I'm always concerned like when stereo separation just like. Was it phase issues? Phase,
yeah.
So like I'm concerned about that. I'm like, is that saturation or is that phasing? I don't want to like put up a beat and then like they can't rap on it because it got those phase issues.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
Interesting.
Okay, you answer that, Hunger Force. What do you think like when that shit comes on? What do you think people think about when they think of your beat?
First thing, probably like Loud and Proud. First, is like the number one thing. Like I come in straight up ready to go. I've been dialing that back a little bit too. So like the lead, I only put on. So like if you come in straight with the hook, I only put on the second 4 bars, and then for the hook, the second hook, I put on the whole 8 bars.
Okay.
So I come in with like 4 bars of natural hook without the lead, and it has the lead at the end of the 4 bars, and then it goes into verse.
And then the hook has the whole 8 bars of the lead.
Exactly. Or I do the lead first in the first part, and then I leave the last 4 blank.
Yeah.
Like a drum chopped out. But I think Loud and Proud. Obviously, the chirp for sure is probably what I'm known for.
Yeah.
Just the chirp. The chirp with the delay and the stereo of the delay is like the thing that I'm probably known for the most.
That's pretty good.
What about you?
I'd say mine is like funky, eerie sounds.
For sure.
Like if you listen to like Confessions of a G, it's just like eerie. Like why is he using that? But like I think that's like what it is. Like just like eerie synthy sounds, but like you put it in like a groove where like it sounds cool.
Yeah.
And like it sounds funky and groovy. 'Cause that's like my shit. I like something to make you like without the drums.
Yeah.
You still feel like you can rap over that shit, or like you feel like you could you hear the drums without having to hear the drums.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I like to. I think that's what it is for me. I think.
I feel like you, just from like the outside perspective for both of you guys, like I feel like your mixes are very, very like punchy, like 4-3. Like when I hear like a 4-3 beat, I'm like, damn, this shit is fucking punching. And then like for your shit, like I feel like it's like that 808 and then like that dark sub.
Yes.
Bro. Like I feel like
that's
the kicks are just so much more rounder when you do it. Like I feel like it just, like I can't describe it, but it's very, very round from what I would do or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that 808 hits every time. I told you to this before. Like
Yeah.
I wasn't putting 808s in beats for a long time. I was like
You
like
get
it's
scared of it,
whatever.
dude?
Yeah, I was like
Yeah.
whatever. And then I heard how you were using them, and I was like, man, that bounce. So I was
Yeah.
like, I got to go back to it. So
Yeah.
the 808 bounce.
Yeah, that shit's fire. My shit. I'm not gonna say I started that, but I started this. But like, the synth bass to like the 808 is fucking like. I started doing that shit, like a while. Like, well, this is like a long time ago, but like I think that shit's fucking sick. Like you hear the bass, the synth bass, and then you copy those same notes and you paste it into the 808, and then in the 808 you don't obviously use the same thing. You might have to cut some out, and then you change the bounce on the 808. So when it goes from the hook, say the hook has the synth bass, and then the verse has the same bass line, but it's an 808, and then you remove some notes so it has the more breathing room for the verse. Because it's like, if you play a funky bass line, you can't copy and paste on the 808s and be boom, 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 you know, yeah, I can put all that. But it's like, if you can copy the same bounce flow of it, but take out some notes so it's not so, like, overwhelming that you're putting up so many notes.
We talked about that before you got here and shit too. It just like we're talking about the Bootsy Collins video and shit like that. It just, what he does is like, the bass line is funky as fuck, and when it gets to like the hook and it gets to regular, it gets rid of the funk and just carries because the hook is more important, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need the in between notes. It carries, and then when it comes back in, it's back to the funk again. Yeah.
So me and Bootsy Collins think alike.
Come on, shout out Bootsy.
Some say I look like him.
Yeah, for sure.
If I could just add to it, like I feel like the as far as like the synth bass and the 808, like I've heard that before. The thing that always gets me with your beats is like I don't know when it's coming back in. Like I listen to like, okay, this is the hook, and then I would like listen to the next part and like the second verse, and I'm like, damn, you switched it up.
Yeah.
So like you still keep it like new, and like you like it hits when it comes in. It's not like, oh, I'm expecting this to come back in.
Yeah, because I think about it like as a listener, it's hard when there's no lyrics on it, because I feel like you're super overcritical and analyzing like the hell out of it, and be like,
yeah.
damn, like why did he do that? But then when you hear lyrics over that shit, you're like, oh my god, it's perfect, you know. But it's like, that's why I always try to say, like, I've always said this, when you make a beat, you just press play, walk around in your room. I think about like I said, like we went to the Jimmy Waters show, or like I've been to like a Larry June show, and you're there and you see stuff happen. Like when I said this, I've said this before, but when you see Larry June like pause, like when he pauses the music and has people singing the lyrics, it makes me feel like, okay, so for this part of the song, I'm gonna automatically do it myself. So the DJ doesn't have to press pause. I can already do like have a cutout for like the audience to kind of have a part to still sing and like rap along with lyrics or whatever. And like I feel like because I've gone to shows and I feel like I've seen that before, and I feel like that's why I kind of emulate it in mine. And also because I forgot who I heard this from. It might have been Julian. No, it was before Julian. Because I remember Julian put a tutorial out a while ago, or him making a beat a while ago, and him saying he wants every 4 bars he wants something different.
Yeah.
So like every 4 bars I would take out. But I heard this before him, but I don't remember who it was. It might have been Busy Works Beats, but I don't even remember. It was a long time ago. And every four bars you put something new. So that's what I try to emulate. I might, let's say the hook, right, has all the sounds or whatever, and then when I go to the verse, I take out like a majority of those sounds, and then the next 4 bars I'm putting in more perks, and then the last 4 I'm taking out some drums but leaving perks, and then putting, you know, like you just kind of switch it up, and then before you going back to the hook. Like the bridge kind of gets toward the hook, you kind of want to remove a lot of sounds and then build it up. So we're like, let the artist be like, that's the part where he's on stage, like getting out, jumping in stage, like waiting for the crowd to come in, and then they all come together and everything comes together. It's just like a thing I've learned and like stuff like that.
As far as arrangement.
Yeah, and like Adele, like, you know, like rolling in the deep, like before she starts singing, and it gets like real, it's like real kind of calm, and then it fucking builds up. You know, it's like, that's why I kind of think about it like that. So that's why I'm saying you got to take a lot of things from like music you've listened to. Like Adele, like I don't listen to Adele, but like I've heard that song. It's like I've learned something from that. Or like any other genres of music, like cumbias and like EDM music and house music and whatever it is, funk music, Bootsy Collins. Like you just take things from everything you've learned, and like you kind of emulate it into the shit you put in. You know, like DJ Quake, take something old, make it new.
Well, I got a question about arrangement, and then in regards to that, like a lot of West Coast music now is just like getting rid of the kick, just like just the 808. Or may have like a synth bass, and so like how do you like have you made those type of beats? And if you did have you tried to make those type of beats? And if you did, like, what would you do as far as arrangement?
Oh, with no kick?
Like if you could not use the kick, like you took that away.
Right.
Like I've heard your kick on top of the 808, and I'm like, okay, but like if you had to remove that kick.
Yeah, I think the 808 would be like my kick. I would use the 808 as the kick. If I could do that, and I still have a synth bass.
You still have the synth bass.
Yeah, then I would use I would pretty much just think that I don't have and I would think I don't have an 808, and I would make the kick the 808. But even though it's the 808, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because a kick is an 808, but it's with extended wave. That's what a kick 808 is, just extended wave. That's what an 808 is. So I would just use it like that. I would just like replace the kick with the 808 and then delete the kick if I had to do that. I think that's how I would do it. But I don't know. It's weird to me. I feel like I have to have a kick.
Yeah.
It's super weird.
Yes.
Yeah. I
Uh,
can't really like do that. I don't know.
I made a couple like that, and it's just like I still wind up throwing the kick in, at least at the bridge part.
Yeah.
So it's like I got
sure.
it has to be a kick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've put in like you know what I really like though? I like in the outro where there's no kick. I like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Like you let the 808 play or like the synth bass play, but also I do like the kick at the end too. I don't know. It's just like I can understand. I think that's the only place I wouldn't have the kick is like the outro where the beat's fading away and there's like no kick, or it's just like the smooth ass funky chorus, like chords and like plex and bleeds you're playing and let it fade out with that.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I can't make a beat without a kick. I can make a beat with no 808 or no synth bass. I feel like that's a lot easier. But yeah, with no kick, I think it's super hard for me.
Yeah, for sure.
I need that like fucking
The
punch.
kick.
I need
Yeah.
that punch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely need
Transients.
Yeah.
Transients is definitely for sure. Yeah.
that. Did you have another question, Hunger Force?
I got a few, but they're kind of like off topic.
Mm.
Or if for the three you want to ask something?
Hey, you got
Yeah.
some shit?
I got so it's just like general production and then like getting into mixing, but like general production, like if you had to just choose one for like VST for bass, like you got to choose one, be it VST, like your top VST for bass, your top VST for leads, your top VST for keys and pads.
Okay.
Like if you like, I'm gonna stay here for bass, I'm gonna stay here for leads, I'm gonna stay here for keys and pads.
Gotcha. For bass, for sure, I'd probably go Purity.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like Purity is like loud and proud, and as long as you have like a MIDI keyboard, you're not fucking around with like the actual keyboard. I feel like it's not as buggy. It's all about accessibility for me. Like if the plugin's not working the way I don't want to, like the way I want it to work, like I want to work with those plugins type of shit. Like if it's fucking glitching out, like the Korg shit, I would say Korg, because like big butt bass is my shit, bro. Like we've talked about this plenty of times. Like I love that bass, but when it starts tweaking out, bro, like I'm not trying to deal with that shit. Purity is a little bit more forgiving.
I got a follow-up question. So for like Korg, do you feel like the sub is like hits at the lower end for Korg, or do you feel like you add something to it?
No, I feel like even the Korg stuff, the volume is wrong. First of all, like you have to crank everything to like the max. It's almost like you should hit the normalize button for the Korg stuff. The Korg stuff is sick as fuck once it's like mixed in and the volume is right. But as far as sub, if it's missing sub, I just throw the art bass on it and just dial in with that frequency, and not even the frequency that it's in. I'll just dial in with the lowest frequency possible, and I think the lowest possible is like 32. Just 32, 14 dB, 15 dB or something like that, and just kind of make it up. Or a deep cut is one knob.
One knob. Yeah.
Fattener.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
The waves
yeah.
one, right?
Yeah. That one, or vitamin. If I want to keep it mono, if I want to have it a little bit more transient, if I want to keep it like, stereo field and just bump the mono signal, I'll do that too. But I love the Korg stuff. It's sick as fuck, but the volume and the accessibility is not for me.
So your bass plugin is Purity?
For
Purity.
sure, yeah.
What's your lead plugin?
Lead plugin? Hybrid.
That's good.
No. And if it's not that, I don't want to say something blanketed like Xenology, because we talk about that a lot, but like, I don't know. The parameters on hybrid are a little bit easier, I feel like. And like most of my leads, dude, it's all like simple signal shit. It's like sine, a triangle, rarely a sawtooth. If it's a sawtooth, it's got to be like an aggressive lead, but it's all triangle and sine, man. And like portamento.
And square
and effects.
too?
Yeah, square is sick as fuck.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much it, dude. Whatever can produce a clean signal and it's like easy to translate, that's what I'm fucking with. And I feel like hybrid is a lot easier than expand, because like Expand is kind of like a workstation, I feel like hybrid is more of a synthesized kind of interface type of shit.
Okay.
So, lead, hybrid, bass, purity for sure.
Okay, for me, I'm gonna say is there bass and lead? What else was there?
There's bass, there's lead, there's
said
keys
chord?
and pads.
Keys and pads.
Keys and pads.
If you had to separate them, yes, you can, but like generally. I go
Okay. I'm gonna say for me bass, I would say Synology. I know it's like a kind of a cheating answer, but I would say
Yeah.
Synology. And then leads, I would say either hybrid or purity. No, I would say hybrid or XV, whatever the fucking
Yeah, 5080.
fucking shit's called. Yeah.
85?
Yeah.
You said 5080?
Is it 58? I don't know.
Something
It's,
XV. You know what I'm talking about? The rolling
Yeah.
XV something.
The black. Oh, sorry.
The gold.
The dark face one.
No, I think it's gold.
Gold.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that one's fire.
I would say that those two, or bass and lead, and then pads and pads Analog Lab.
Yeah.
Keys.
Keys. Yeah.
The first one that came to my head was Expand, because they have like but they don't have like a lot of good sounds, but they do have like that good E piano
Mhm.
Yeah.
and Rhodes, but I want to see for multiple sounds. I'll say I might say Analog Lab for that too. I'll say those two.
For
Those
piano?
For
like,
piano?
Yeah, piano.
Like, okay.
I'm trying to think what else too. I feel like I answered that too fast.
For,
Yeah, I would say pads for sure. Analog Lab. Like I don't think I can think of anything else. It's maybe Hive, but I don't know.
So the main keys you use, like if it's like keyboard, you would go to Analog Lab for it.
Yeah, but I think I just lied because I don't remember last time I opened that Analog Lab.
Yeah.
As
For
far as like
keys.
as
No, you good.
far as like the pads in Analog Lab, like you can select like the machine. Like which one do you find yourself going back to?
Oh, I don't do that.
No,
I
not
just
at
go and pad and
all? Oh,
scroll through.
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm trying to think of keys because I don't even know like a.
What's got the
Can
best
I-
keys?
You go ahead.
I throw one out for keys. Like I feel like Native Instruments, just
Yeah,
clearly
see,
like
now
Native
you-
Instrument. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
And so
You're
like
the cheat code. Yeah, I need that.
the 40s keys I really like. I really
Mm.
like those. But just general like the grandeur and like they
Mhm.
got a bunch of other things that it's just like it's dry. You can add effects if you need to, and it just sounds amazing.
Oh, addictive keys. I had that, but I
That was a demo.
remember the
Oh, for
the FL key.
yeah.
It came with it, but I updated my shit and I lost it. So
What if you even had to use like roads? There's not like a specific roads that you go to, like Lounge Lizard or
Lounge
something.
Lizard, yeah.
Like it
that
counts as
came
keys.
with my computer and I lost it, but or it came with my keyboard, but I don't have it no more. I would say it was either Lounge Lizard or there's this one. It's called SRX Keyboards.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
they have some cool sounds in there. I would use that. That's for my keys. SRX
SRX.
keyboards.
Yeah,
so
that's
you're just
right.
pretty much in Synology.
Yeah,
then.
I'm like a little rolling boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like the SRX shit sounds different though.
Yeah.
For some odd reason, I feel
That's why I
once
like downloading like the standalone versions, like besides Synology, so I don't have to open Synology every time.
Yeah.
I
go
feel like
on
it's
the
different
standalone
in
shit.
Synology for some odd reason.
I don't know. I think it's just like there might be sounds you're skipping over because we all know, right? When you're making beats, you're like just click like you skip
Yeah.
like 7 sounds and try to go to the next one. So like I feel like if you're in the standalone, you're not gonna skip. You're just gonna go down and you're gonna listen to every single sound because there's only like 60 compared to like 6,000.
Yeah,
For
for sure.
That's what I would say. That's why I recommend downloading the standalone ones, so you can
Which-
just open those up by itself instead
Yeah.
of just opening Synology. You get thousands, and you're just skipping over sounds that are probably fire, but you just skipped over it because you didn't click on it randomly.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
What's your go-to for bass for?
Oh, so before, like, I'm always going back to Synology. That's generally where I'm going. I tried using the Triton, but again, it was like the sub is not hitting the way I
No.
wanted to. As Native Instruments, as far as synth basses, I really like Super 8,
Yeah.
but I'm having issues with that. So,
Mm.
like, and Native Instruments needs to kind of get it together as far as what
They're
they
gonna hit
need
me
to
up.
update.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Um,
sponsored.
but still amazing. Still amazing.
Amazing. Yep.
You know,
the tone changed.
yeah,
That's
still
his last
amazing.
time,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, nah. So like Synology for sure.
Yep.
But I gotta use Synology because it's hard for me. Like when I use those standalones, I forget where the preset is.
Oh yeah,
And I
that's
gotta
true.
type in the name of the preset.
Yeah, that's true.
So I use that. Analog Lab definitely for pads.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot my own question. Leads. Still like Triton stuff.
Yeah.
Still really like the Triton.
Regular
differently.
Triton or regular Triton Extreme?
Triton Extreme.
I like the regular Triton.
Okay.
I like the regular Triton.
Gray face.
So that's the one I'm choosing, but I've been going into like the hype plugin I mentioned earlier, and trying to get some leads from there, and just trying different places that have like various different sounds of leads. Because Triton kind of, it's like it's not too much you can do with it. Those are classic leads, but it's not like you can edit them the way you need to make it a little bit different.
Yeah, for sure. It's not like a synthesis sort of interface, you know.
Yeah.
You get ADSR and Portamento and shit like that, but it's not like the nitty gritty. I get you.
Yeah.
You know, I might have to buy a new VST because every time I buy a new VST, I feel like it gets me in that mode to make beats again.
Oh,
Yeah.
So I might have to actually just buy a new VST and be like, I'm gonna just make a beat with all of this, you know?
Yeah.
I feel like that's fun when you get a new VST. You're like,
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah, I can't wait to use this for like the
No,
rest
yeah,
of the
it's
week.
shit, dude.
Yeah. Cause I'm trying to think. I remember when I first started making beats, it was only, I'm saying only, but it was Omnisphere and Nexus, and I had this shit like allegedly cracked, and I was like, damn, like this is sick, but I only have 2 plugins, but those are like the 2 most expensive plugins compared to like, you know, like shit, you know, expands like 15 if you buy it on Black Friday or 10, and then like Purity is what, 60? I don't even know it's that much. I don't know why I thought I paid $20.
Yeah, you're out your mind, bro.
They might have. I got the creator code. That's why they hooked me up. Yeah.
The influencer program.
Yeah, the influencer program.
bet.
I need that.
You're Sonic Cat.
Yeah.
You have a cat.
That's true.
Oh. You play basketball, right?
I did.
What's your go-to Gatorade color?
Natural. What's it? The lemon. The
Lemon lime?
Lemon lime.
Damn, you're a bicep, bro.
Yeah, I know you were born by.
Yeah.
Oh my God! I totally forgot. I was gonna buy fucking candy.
I remember you talking
Oh,
about that.
yeah,
I
dude.
totally forgot. Have you? But I was gonna say because I remember like I was gonna ask. That's we said on the last podcast. Like I feel like you probably had Mexican candy, but like I don't know.
Yeah.
You have, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
I don't know the names of it. Like,
Yeah.
They're all the same, but just like different kind of.
like flavors.
Either one's chewy, one's hard, or like, you know, stuff like that.
What's your stance on Mexican candy? You like it or not?
I generally don't eat candy.
Yeah, see? Come on,
I
man.
try to stay away from candy.
He's on smoothies. He's doing smoothies, man.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
So not a candy fan.
What kind?
Not a
Okay, what
candy.
smoothies do you get? Are you like a mango guy, pineapple guy, or like a?
Spinach.
Strawberry, banana. Like you gotta have some type of flavor in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Or
you get
maybe
inspired?
grape or something.
Did you get inspired because me and Hunter was drinking smoothies on the last one, or what was it? Like that was the last one, I think.
We drink juice.
Juice.
Yeah.
That's what it was. You're right.
What do you like better, smoothies or juice?
Smoothies.
Smoothies? Okay.
Smoothies.
Yeah, it's nice and fresh. See, but I feel
Refreshing.
like I can chug a juice, but I can't chug a smoothie.
Oh no.
You're gonna
Yeah.
get brain freeze up on that shit. So.
You definitely are.
But I like both. I can't really decide. Cause I used to make like protein smoothies, and like I kind of got tired of those. So like that's why I don't really like smoothies. But do you know what? Do you know I don't like peanut butter? That's a weird. No, we're not gonna get
All
on
right.
the
Perfect.
topic.
Yeah.
I like
That
peanut
is-
butter, but I don't love it anymore.
What don't
'cause
you like? Yeah.
I was trying to gain weight, and I ate a lot of peanut butter, so like I hate that flavor. But
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
mess with peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or anything like that. I don't mess with it.
What?
Yeah.
okay, here's another question. Do you like pickles?
I don't really mess with it.
What
Like-
do you like?
Oh,
Shit. You're naming all my good stuff.
forgetting. You're vegetarian.
Yeah,
too,
yeah,
right?
I'm a vegetarian too.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah,
always
that's right.
forget that. That's
Yeah.
probably annoying that people always say that. Like when they're like, "Oh, you're vegetarian." Like, is that annoying to you?
Nah.
After I just asked you that.
My mother still offers me chicken, so it's just whatever.
Ah,
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, you want to bring up some questions you had?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. You go ahead.
So I was gonna say, like, for the mastering chain,
Uh-huh.
like how many, you don't have to say the plugins, but like
Yeah.
how many plugins do you generally have on your like mastering chain?
3.
And also follow-up question I was gonna ask, like, how often does your mastering chain change?
I say mine hasn't changed in the past year.
I'll say mine changes a lot. Definitely. And I'll tell you all the plugins I use on my master and stuff too. if it's like a neutral kind of thing where I'm doing like 808 and like bouncy bass and stuff like that, most of the time it's just soft clipper and Pro L2, just to kind of, because I used the limiter almost like as a compressor. I feel like, just to match the volumes. I feel like, even if it's 1 dB or it's 2 dB, like I'll definitely use it just to kind of like, from the low signal to the high signal. I'll use that. Depending, I don't know. I probably have like 6 templates that I have saved on like my the presets folder and stuff like that. But when people send me like loops and it has all the stems, I just love to just rotate through all 6 of my presets to see which one sounds the best. And then once I figure out which one sounds the best, I kind of decide like, okay, and then I start adding like drums and stuff. But soft clipper, R bass, center, vitamin, ozone, SSL channel,
Jesus Christ.
Pro L2. These are all ones they're in different.
Yeah.
That's like a $3,000 mastering.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm just, you know what I mean? Like, I want to give as much detail as possible just
Yeah.
for anybody listening.
Yeah.
Just ones that I would put, because when you're younger, you're like, wait, you're going to put the SSL G, the G channel on the stereo? It's like very crazy, you know what I mean? But like, it's doing all kinds of like, sort of like minute kind of things, you know what I'm saying? But each time is different though, for sure, bro. But I use all of those, but I just kind of like rotate them out every single time. Every time is different. It just depends on when I hear the record of what I want to be achieved. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if there's just kick and the synth bass is kind of weak, I got to put R bass. If it's a record from Trunks and he's got the Spins 808, the Zay 808, dark sub, I don't need R bass anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sounds good, on certain people's stuff, but I don't need it. And for him, I just need a soft clipper,
As a follow-up question, you put an R bass on the master?
Oh, for sure. I thought we
Yeah.
talked about this last time, no?
When I saw it, I thought it was on the mixer.
808 or the sub.
Yeah, I thought it was on the mixer. I didn't know it was on the master.
Sometimes I do that too. It just really depends. If the whole track is lacking sub, I'll put it on the master. If the sub is lacking sub, I'll put it on the sub.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine has like chain of commands like this. It's because supposedly, I don't know if this is true, but I've done it. Even if it's not true, I still do it to this day. Supposedly in FL, from top to bottom, that's how it works. Like it's like a chain of command. Like the first thing you put on goes. The last thing is the last thing it hits through. So
The EQ is the last thing.
right there you go.
Yeah.
But because it has like an auto one and
Yeah.
whatever, fucking smart ass.
3 van.
Yeah. So the first thing I guess technically is I got the TG mastering chain, and then I got the WLM meter, the metering plugin from Waves, and then I got the soft clipper. That's the only thing I do. Those 3 things. I haven't changed that in like over a year.
We're talking about metering right now. What is like, you're talking about the WLM. What is like something you try to hit on the meter?
I do I don't give a fuck about true peak or whatever. I do -10 LUFs. That's what I try to hit for.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
-10. Okay.
Because -14 I guess is standard or no, I think it's -13 or 12. I can't remember. It's a little bit louder and for like Spotify, like streaming services.
Yeah.
So like I kind of play mine to what it's gonna sound like, and like the streaming when you play it on Spotify, Apple Music, whatever. I think YouTube is louder than Spotify. I don't remember. Like I know they changed it recently where like it's like 13.5 or -13 or maybe -12 or something like that. But yeah, I keep mine around -10 to 12, -12 around there. That's what I aim for. I know there's like a true peak meter like limiter. I don't have that on. I just leave it for the metering so I can see the LUFs. Is that really important? I don't know, because I don't think there's rules to anything in music. So it's like just do whatever you like,
Yeah.
Like Hunger Force has like 6 plugins he uses. I use fucking 2 or 3. It's like.
Well, those are the 6 plugins I use.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. But I'm saying like I only use 2 different ones.
Yeah, not
because I don't really consider
like
the metering plugin. Oh, I guess I do consider it. It's not doing anything but metering. It's not like putting saturation on. It's not doing anything. It's just the meter.
Yeah, but
It's
also if you didn't care about metering, you wouldn't put it on.
No. But I'm saying it's not doing anything to affect the mix. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not. It's just volume. Is
it my dumbass? I feel like it does affect the mix.
What do you mean? What do you think it does?
When I put the metering on, I feel like it dulls things out. Because I know which one you're talking about, the
Yeah.
WLM one. I feel like when I put that at the end of the mix, like I feel like I don't know. I don't know if it's like a bypass thing. You know,
I've bypassed
yeah.
and I've done it, and like it's the same
It's
thing.
the exact
to me.
same thing.
I think so.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but I think. Yeah, I don't think it does. I mean, it might.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a genius. I can't tell you what's an MP3 and a wave if you play it for me.
Yeah.
But you know, like I don't. I don't think it does anything.
Gotcha.
So I guess I technically kind of use only 2. Well, I guess I'll put 3. Yeah. But I think it's technically 2. Everyone should have the soft flipper on. I don't know. I think everyone should have that on. But
Yeah, that's probably the number one plugin in
Yeah,
FL
for sure.
Studio is Soft Clipper.
yeah. What about you, 4?
Definitely soft clipper at the end, but I've seen people actually keep the limiter on
Mm-hmm.
and then just put soft clippers and then turn up the post or the threshold.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then like the limiter kind of
drive it into it.
yeah, so
Yeah.
so that works too because I like that sound.
Yeah.
But
Ducking.
I do soft clipper, and this is rotating. But some mixes, like I throw them all on there, which is I'm like I don't know if it's too much. Like soft clipper, ARTG, the preset that you talked about with the Lou Diaz power and spread. So like I like the fact that things are kind of sitting correctly, and then do the ozone. I always have ozone on there, and then like I have a preset based off of how loud I want it to be. And then I like ozone vintage tape.
Oh, the tape saturation.
Ozone vintage tape too, and that's kind of maybe I guess that's my like R bass because I use the club bass preset on there, and it like keeps like it brings out the sub frequencies.
Do you ever use a virtual tape? Do you have Slate?
Yes.
Yeah, virtual tape machines is fire too, I think. But I don't have the ozone one, so like, but virtual tape machines, I could say I might put that on mine, maybe.
I use that. I like the saturation it added, but it wasn't the saturation. I wanted saturation just for like the kicks, and like what I use is I want to say is Tascam 99, like and it adds saturation just like it adds more to the kicks. Like when I place it on the master, the kicks sound
the way you want them to.
Yes,
okay.
It hits.
Yeah,
it cuts through.
Yeah.
So like 99, the Tascam 99, or I put on the 80 if I'm not really too worried about like the sound of the kick. It already sounds good.
Yeah.
So like similar, I have like the tape, ozone for loudness and the ARTG, and I've been messing with God Particle. Yeah, I do mess with God Particle.
Yeah, I've heard that too. Yeah,
I never heard of that.
You gotta try it. It's like it's heavy in the mids. Like you can adjust it, of course, but like it's heavy in the mids. But it's like it brings, like if it's too low, I can't explain it. It just sounds good. Like if none of that works, the other stuff doesn't work. I use God Particle and then like some other stuff to just bring it up to where it needs to be.
I think you said a good point right there. I don't know how to explain it. You just gotta. I feel like that's I think that's music.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of thing in production and music and whatever. It's all of it is like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah.
You just have to feel it. I feel like that was like a really good point you just said right there because it made me really. There's sometimes like I said earlier, like the hi-hat is like chunky, it's fat, but we all know what I'm talking about. But like there's no way of explaining it. But like you just know what that is, right? It's like the same thing with like a mix. It's like we could all put all these plugins, but like you don't know how to explain it. You just got to do it. And like you really you be in the room and listen to that. You listen to it and listen, and you know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that's a good way of putting it.
Same with the ozone and shit too. Like I said, I put ozone on. Like all I do is just upload. I just I have ozone the subscription shit.
Yeah.
All I do is just put ozone on. I don't do anything like that because it's like a -2 like headroom like by default. That's all I do, bro. I don't adjust anything. I don't try to get it to like match EQ or anything. I literally just open it because it's gonna give me -2. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna chop off some shit that I never would do. You know what I mean? Because a lot of the stuff is like, as far as like volume and stuff, it's like you have to kind of let these plugins decide what it's gonna do because like you would never do it, but like these plugins know what's best for the mix overall. You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to roll off 35 and below, but the plugin will do it for you, and it's just like, well, you just kind of have to go with that. So like the ozone shit, I literally just open it and I just leave it like that. I don't adjust anything with the ozone, and the only reason why I bring up the ozone is because if I need like some natural compression, like overall, because it's like good to have dynamics, but as long as you're getting like 2 dB of gain reduction as far as like the lowest sound to the highest sound, like I feel like it's very, very valuable, you know what I mean, for the overall mix, because you'll get at least like a 1.5 of like gain overall and shit. So as far as like the ozone stuff, I just open it and just fuck whatever happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like the air. What's the other one that Slate has? It's like the all-in-one, the FG.
The
master.
FG, yeah.
I used to use that for like mixing songs, but I haven't really used it. I've never used it to mix a beat. I've never even, cause that's kind of like the similar thing to ARTG mastering chain, where it's like, it's a chain of, it's like a different things, right? It's like got like your saturation on the left. It's got like your EQ in the next column, and then the next one's like the compressor. The next one's got like stereo.
The transient.
Yeah, like all that shit. So like these mastering things are all kind of the same, but like for some reason I just like the ARTG I don't know what it is, but I like that one. I don't know why. But like I've never used the FG master console.
Yeah.
Or something like that, right?
The FG something. You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. I've never used that to make it for like mixing a beat, so I might have to try that out.
It's because like realistically, what we want is like the beat that we already made and mixed just to be louder and nothing taken away from it, right?
Yeah.
We want what we have right now just a little bit.
We all want what we have right now with more bass.
With more bass.
Yeah.
With everything accentuated.
Yeah.
You know what
exactly.
I mean?
We want to just everything enhanced.
No.
You want the snare to be more of a snare. You want the hi-hat to be more hi-hatty. You want the kick to be more of a kick and punchy, and then you want the 808 to just have a bunch of bass, or the synth bass, whatever, have it like super low end, and I feel like that's what I'm saying. I feel like a lot of this shit, like mixing techniques and tips, is all just experiment. Like listen to everything. There's so many ways to go from point A to point B. It's just like you just figure out your way of getting from point A to point B. You take the bus to get to work, you take the train to get to work, you take the Mercedes-Benz to get to work. Whatever it is to get to point A to point B, and mixing and music, just do that. You know, like you could take all the tips you want, but we all have different ways of getting to the end point, end goal. So
And you were talking about like your cousin right now, or you say your cousin, you showed FL Studio too?
Yeah, I gave him my he has his own copy of FL Studio. But he showed me something.
Yeah. You ever show somebody an FL Studio and you've been in FL Studio for like 6 years and they show you some shit, you're like, bro, how'd you do that? Like, damn, how's your low end sounding like that? And they're like, oh, I just pressed it, dude, and just like you have to go back to those points, like, damn, that shit sounds fire. You're just like, am I overthinking it? What the hell's going on? Because like sometimes like I show people shit and like, damn, like Juice is a good representation, like because I've known Juice forever and shit, and like he shows me shit and I'm just like, bro, or like my little brother, like they show me shit and I'm like, bro, how'd you guys get this sound? And like, I just did this, and just like, dude, I'm overthinking shit, dude. I'm way overthinking it. Yeah.
I think a lot of that is like overthinking it, huh?
It's definitely.
You gotta look up you look up 20 videos of like how to master your beats or like mix your beats, and it's like. Yeah. Just fucking, it's a lot of it's simple.
How come my 808's not loud?
Yeah.
Turn it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Smart man.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude. Smart man.
Yeah. I think Busy Works Beats said that in one of his videos. No.
He probably did. Shit.
He's like, I got a lot of videos saying, I got a lot of people in the comments saying, how do I make the 808? Like, how'd you get it so loud? He's like, well, you just turn. Oh no, didn't DJ Quick say that?
Oh yeah, DJ Quick says that shit.
He said that, right? With a kick or something?
Yeah, he definitely told that. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he said that shit too. Even when I first met Paulie, I asked him about the DJ Quick shit.
Yeah.
And he was like, "How do you get the kick?" And he was like, "Well, turn that motherfucker up."
Yeah.
What the fuck, And he was like, "You right.
Yeah.
You right. Turn that shit up, bro."
Exactly. Did you have more questions for?
Yeah. So as far as like, there's different ways to do things. So like, I was gonna ask because I've seen multiple tutorials and I'm still trying to understand it. Like, what's your process as far as like gain staging, making sure like stuff doesn't come in like too hot or too much to where it's actually starting to distort?
I'll go first, and I think mine is kind of like pretty standard. The loudest thing in my loudest thing in my records is definitely the kick. And I established how loud the kick is from just the get go. With the soft clipper, I push it enough, because like you can make the beat around with the chords. And then I figure out how loud I want the kick or how loud I can get the kick without it distorting. And then I just kind of just balance everything out from there.
Okay.
It's a gain staging for sure, but it's not like go down to -6 or go down to -12 and then try to make it. That's top-down mixing. I don't really do that. So I just kind of just do the kick first. Yeah.
I talked about this off camera a little bit, but one thing I learned, like from my dog, I'm gonna shout out my guy Gibbo Beats again.
Gibbo, tap in, bro. Let's get you on.
Yeah, he's in the UK. You might have to fly out for the pod. And he said in this comment one time, someone mentioned on one of his YouTube videos on the beat. He said, "Bro, how do you get your mixes so clean?" And he responded like a paragraph. He said, I put all my melodies to -6 on the meter. He mutes the drums and has all of the melodies playing, and then he has like his he has the master meter, and he shows how loud he's playing. He wants all the melodies to be around -6, and then he turns all the drums on, and then he levels everything else according to that. And he said he lets the 808 clip if it has to, and then lets the kick if he has to, because that's like the two driving forces to beats nowadays, So, and then after you have the kick and 808 sit when you want, then you turn up the snare if it's too low or if you can't hear it. Same thing with the hi-hats and every other sound. But as far as that, have your melodies playing around -6. Level everything from the melodies out to how you like it. You like the lead lower, or higher, or whatever, and then balance it out to -6. It's just like a guide I've used for like since I saw that a few years ago, and that's just how I've always done my mixes since then. I used to be one of those guys that turns everything down to 0 and do 1 by 1.
Yeah.
That ain't gonna work.
That works when you're like recording like Led Zeppelin or some shit, bro.
Yeah, you can't do that anymore. Now with the shit we're doing now. No.
I mean, you mentioned it a little bit, but what's the loudest thing? Like, what's the top 3 loudest things in the mix then? Like, I know you talked about kick, but like, what's the other 2?
Synth, bass, 808, snare.
Okay.
Bass, snare. Kick, bass, snare is probably the most loudest
I guess
thing.
it's 3 things, yeah.
So no melody, none of the melodies are creeping over any of the levels of that.
Maybe the chords or pads, like besides the. I mean, yeah, probably the chords if anything, but I don't even think the chords aren't gonna be louder than the snare. I feel like so.
I think a good, even like a good perspective to have, especially with like music now, is like you want the melody, you want the lead to be so loud in your brain that it's not loud in the mix. It's almost memorable. You know what I'm saying? Like you want that stuff to have replay value. I think me and Trucks talked about this, like not the last podcast, but like on side notes and stuff like that. You want it to be so memorable. It just seems so loud, but yet it's not loud at all, bro. It's tucked in and it's part of it, and you just know it because it's there. You know what I'm saying? Like a pan flute that just sits there and just like it's so loud, but it's not loud. It's not even clipping. It's probably one of the most the least thing that's loud at all. But it's like you remember it. You know what I'm saying? Like fucking the kick and the snare. That's just what's driving the beat overall. You know what I mean? But like you want stuff to just be so memorable that it's not a volume thing. It's just what you play kind of thing and what you sequence type of thing.
And like frequency, because like
frequency. For
if
sure.
if it's a high pitched frequency, you're gonna like it's like annoying to us. So you hear it, you think it's loud, but it's like the same volume. But the frequency kind of like hurts our ears. Like that one song, what's like the Will Smith song, but what's the original sample? Where it's like, it's like Isley Brothers.
Is that Summertime?
Summertime. Yeah. Oh, it's Cooling Gang.
Cooling Gang. Yeah.
Summertime Madness.
Summer Madness.
Summertime Madness. Wow, that Summertime is fucking.
Shout out Joey Fats. I flipped that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember that.
But like that if you hear like that lead.
Yeah,
it sounds like it's getting louder, but it's actually just the frequency.
It's just
getting more
octave,
ear penetrating to your ears, so that's why it sounds louder. That's kind of like the thing, like frequency. It kind of helps out a lot too. Like a leads, for example, don't put the lead fucking super loud if it's a high pitch because it's gonna be super ear piercing. Yeah, and it's gonna be like too loud. That's why I said tuck it down and spread it out, and like that helps out like fill in like that gap or like that. It helps it fill in the pocket for the lead.
Actually, that's a good point. I feel like people make leads too loud because they think that, it's a lead. It's got to be loud, bro.
Yeah.
The lead is just supposed to carry.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be that one thing that kind of like it's poking out, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I feel like if you drive it too much, it's almost like you're forcing
because that has to be loud because
yeah.
like the frequency, like I said.
It's the lead. It's got to be fucking, you know what I mean?
Plus but if it's a high pitched frequency, like let's say like on FL, right? You're like on C6 or 7. That's pretty fucking high octave. So like that's just going to be loud already because it's a high frequency.
Yep.
And then you want to just turn it down. You don't have to have it that loud.
I mean, even if you took it to like a scientific standpoint, like 1 octave up is double the rarefaction. So it's going to, by a +2, I think, or a pi +4, that the volume is going to be louder anyways.
Mm-hmm.
If it's in C5 is going to be normal volume, and C6 is going to be twice the volume that it is because it's doubling the rarefactions for the octave, I mean, so a couple of nerds.
Yeah, some
Gate hit
took
us
it back
up,
to school.
Dude. Yeah.
So if we're going by that logic, so it's like if the higher you up you play, then you got to lower it.
Yeah.
So
yes, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it's gonna poke through the more, anyways, no matter what. If it's low frequency, it's not gonna poke as much. As soon as you double that octave or you go up an octave, it's gonna be twice as loud, no matter what. By science, you know what I mean? Like scientifically speaking, it's definitely gonna do it.
Yeah.
You're doubling the rarefactions at that point.
I feel like I was at school again right there.
He was an avid once,
Yeah.
Gate,
Yeah.
Pre-calculus.
You have another question for?
Yeah. So I was gonna say, I talked about like phasing earlier, and that's like my big concern. Like as far as like that, I know that's messed up some of my mixes in the past. So like, when do you choose to put certain things in stereo? Like, what are generally the instruments that you try to get more stereo enhanced versus the instruments you stay away from?
I think all my perks are all stereo. Like I'm trying to get in the sound field. Like all my perks I put in left, right. My bass I keep in the middle, kick in the middle, snare. I feel like snare you can go a little wider if you want, and then that's pretty much it. Like the drums, if you want like all the other melodies, I always like to fuck around. I always put all my melodies to be more spaced. I like to be wider, more full. So that way it doesn't feel. So that way I don't feel like I have to have 6 sounds to make a full sounding melody. That's just for me.
Yeah.
I don't know about Corey.
Yo.
Everyone knows your name, man.
Dude.
When they buy beats from you, it literally says Corey.
No, they don't.
Yes, it does. Because I bought the loop pack off you, and it literally says Corey called it. It says that's your
yes.
full name, bro. Everyone knows this.
Yeah.
Everyone knows this.
I ain't about to lie. I didn't know that. I didn't know
See?
that. I had no
I
idea.
check my email receipt on the PayPal when you buy a loop kit. It tells you.
Corey in the house. No, I mean, as far as like stereo imaging, I mean, I flip stuff. Definitely, I put stuff in stereo. Hi-hats more than anything. Open hats, definitely. I mean, even with the pots, like the little the pot knob, but like I turn stuff left or right. Just depends on what I want to fucking play. But we're talking about phase. I feel like phase is the bigger question. You know what I mean? Like with the synths and stuff like that, I'm constantly switching out of phase. Just because when you add like that analog signal to like a digital signal, you should always flip out of phase and flip in phase and see which one sounds better. So just depending on whatever comes out the synths, like I'm always just flipping in phase and what sounds better. But you have to kind of like use your ear. You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially like the bass, the Moog and shit like that. Like you have to flip it out of phase just to double check. Even with the bass yesterday and shit, just like with the live guitar, flip it out of phase, see what it sounds like. You know what I mean? And for people that don't know, that's the bottom one on the mixer.
That little flip switch.
The flip switch, right?
Okay, yeah.
Reverse polarity, I think.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, definitely check that out. Flip it out of phase. That's a little bit more complicated, but very, very helpful. A lot of that stuff, even the flipping out of phase, was just because, like, like the kick drum to snare drum, and it's on the access back in the day. Like, it was like Led Zeppelin playing drums. You would flip it out of phase because there would be real phasing issues with, like, miking and stuff like that. But analog signal, the digital signal, I feel like the phase is definitely there, so just flip them out of signal. But I use the pots and shit like that. I don't go too much stereo. If I want... To be honest, I probably go mono more than anything for certain things, like kick and bass. Like I would probably push that mono more than anything, and control it mono.
Back in the day, though, if you had a band, you had the kick on the right.
For sure,
that's
you
crazy.
Know what I'm saying? It's like fucking
that's crazy.
The Jimi Hendrix. The kick is the drums are over here, and like the vocals are over here. It's so wild.
Yeah, that's some like 420 faded shit. I don't know. That was like.
Some dude was like, dude, check this out. Dude, it's gonna be a good idea. Dude, it's gonna be like you're live.
Yeah, no, that's just crazy.
Sometimes I do that for the podcast though too.
Really?
Yeah, sometimes for the podcast.
At the beginning, no?
No. Sometimes I'll put you right. I'll put me left, and I'll leave 4 in the middle. So when we're listening to the pod, like in the car, it just sounds like it looks like on the TV and shit. You know what I mean? So it's like, oh yeah, Trunks is over here, Hunger's over here.
What if someone only has one AirPod in?
Well, I mean, it's minor. It's minor. Somebody's gonna be louder than the other. For sure. It just depends. See, that's the thing. It's just like even with like all the DAWs, they have like the -3 dB, the pot rule. You know what that is?
No.
The pot rule on DAWs?
Yeah. So like if you turn it to the right, like say you hard pan to the right.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's gonna be like a hard 3 dB gain of like whether it's gonna be powered over here or whether it's gonna be powered on the left hand side.
Yep.
I mean, now we're getting theoretical, bro, but yeah.
Okay. Well, we had Thr33 on because he's also not only, we've said this on the last one, he's also an avid listener.
Yes, since the first podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Like you, and I want to ask this question too, actually, because I asked you this on when you came on the first time. and I want to follow up this with the question to get the answer. Did you watch back that podcast?
No, because I actually I had notes like afterwards. I kind of put down, and it takes me a minute for things to hit home. So like you told me the leveling thing, then, and then I kept still throwing too many plugins on. I don't know why. And then like you told me again at the Jimmy Waters show, and I was like, all right, let me just take all of this off. I'm doing too much.
Yeah.
So like it just takes a minute.
Okay.
But like I didn't go back and listen. I think I went back maybe and listened to the first 2 minutes, and I was like, nah, I already got everything written down.
Yeah. Because we asked TJ. I always think it's funny because like when you get guests on, like, are they gonna listen back to it, or they're just like, nah, everything's good. You know, like I ain't gonna listen back to it. Are you gonna watch this one back? Are you good because you took notes?
I didn't take as many notes down. I gotta make sure I do. I gotta make sure I put them in the phone
when we're done. Yeah, you can take notes. Yeah, but we had 4-3 on, man. Let's wrap it up with a little. If you want to ask more questions, we can probably do it off camera.
Yeah.
Let's do a quick head to toe real quick.
Yes,
Hunger Force, go first.
I got the undefeated joint on sale. You know what I'm saying? Midnight Organic. I got the Dickies undefeated socks, and then the Nike Crush SBs.
I'll go second. I got the Born and Raised fitted hat on top.
R.I.P. Sponto.
Sponto. I got the plain white tee. Thanks, Hunger Force.
Pro Club?
Yep.
I got birthday tees.
I got the Midnight Organic 1991 new Larry June. I think he said the father shorts or whatever. I'm not a dad, but and then I got the healthy socks and the Air Max 270 something.
Those are fire.
I don't know what colorway they are, but
yeah, those shoes look nasty.
I wanted those for a while when they first came out. And then we got 4-3.
Cutthroat shirt. Always us, never them.
Yep.
Never them.
Nike shorts. And then pennies.
The pennies, man. Something slight, man.
Something slight.
It's an average day, huh?
It's regular.
You got the Jordans.
It's regular. It's regular.
You got the Jordans at the house?
I don't mess with Jordans like that. I'm being absolutely honest.
Oh yeah, it's true.
Do you have a favorite shoe?
I like the Iversons. I got the step over Iversons at home. Those my favorite ones.
You want to step over people when you put those on, huh? You just want.
It's iconic. It's the most iconic thing in basketball. I can't think of anything else.
Damn.
And still got respect from Tyrone Lue, so you still respect.
That's true. Yeah, there's a couple there's like a couple like basketball moments like that, right? It's like the step over, Barnes throwing the ball at Kobe's face. Not even flinching is crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's so great. Yeah.
What about when Ron Artest punched the fucking fans?
He's just in the stands with that little pinstripe
jersey
on his
metal world peace.
After the game when he thanked his psychiatrist.
Oh my god!
When he won the championship, he thanks his psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Oh, so, when Kobe or when Shaq, he's like, they gotta check these refs, man. He's like, Shaq, you're on live television. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Bro, this interviews is bro, I think Shaq's hilarious.
Shaq's funny. Shout out Shaq, dude. Shaq's the man.
He needs like a stand-up comedy, like real quick, like he needs to do a show or something.
Or if I can just say, go back and watch all of like the highlights of Rasheed Wallace's technical fouls.
They're crazy.
Crazy, like ball don't lie. Like him just staring at a ref. It's just hilarious.
And you said he played in Air Forces only, right?
He played in some high top Air Forces, still giving people work.
That's insane.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. That's like playing in Chuck Taylor still.
That's insane.
That's so crazy.
That was Dr. J right there.
Hell yeah. All right, bro. It's been good. Episode 56, bro. 4-3. I appreciate you coming through. Appreciate you blessing us with some knowledge.
Now we're about to cook up.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
all right, man.
All right, man.